This is an ad fully generated by Opal. Opal is an experimental no-code builder from Google Labs, where you can build, edit, and share mini AI apps using natural language. I was at a party last night, at a Gemini party, where there were a lot of folks on Gemini team, and they were showing us different things that they're working on or upcoming releases. And I got to see what Opal team has been working on, and it caught my eye. So I just wanted to see how it works, what the future looks like, and maybe build something interesting with this. So let's dig into this actually. And I'm exploring this along with you. Here we go. So I took an existing app in the gallery. They have existing apps in here. This is the app that we used, Opal Video Marketer, and that's the app that we're looking at here, where let's see what it has. We have the input, which is the product name, and target audience. These are the two inputs that we can take. These I can take, and we can change these details in here. Enter the name of the product you would like the video of. So once we change these things, these changes are reflected directly into the app. So you can see in here, that's the code that's the change that we did, and it can also see. I like this visual builder in here. It can show you that this is the step that's running right now, and we can at all, of course, just reset this back and go back to nothing is running. Yeah, this is very interesting. I actually don't know how you decide what is the first entry point. What if I wanted this to be the first entry point? How would that work? Let's see. Start. Nope, it still comes down to the same thing. Name of the product. Interesting. I don't know how to define the first entry point here. Let's reset. Let's go back. Let's keep it down here. I'm assuming there's something in here. Step. No. Nothing in here. Console. Oh, maybe this is what allows it to move it up or down. Can I drag it around? Nope. Though the order is proper here. Oh, interesting. So I don't know how this order got decided. And this is a copy of that app, so I should be able to edit it around. By the way, we are in editor view right now. You can also see app view. Interesting. I would love to see how to move this around. I also don't know what these small chevrons here are doing. What do they do? Step, theme. Of course, you can generate your own theme for the app. Let's actually randomize. Let's see a new theme, what it will look like. So what essentially is happening in this case, let's just go back a little bit and look at this from outside. What is happening is the Opal is asking you for your business logic, and your business logic is gonna come in here. You build your business logic in the editor. So in this case, the logic says that you need two inputs, and then for one of the inputs, you're gonna do the research, and the research is gonna be doing the search the web, get the web page, then research the product specification and value props. So this is essentially a prompt in here, and you can edit this prompt, you can update these prompts, but this is the user input that you're taking in. So this is essentially, if you have done some coding using existing tools, this is essentially a prompt that you write to pass into your model, and then you take user variables in here, in this example, the product name, and pass it along. And then we are trying to generate some text in here. So first we research the product, then we generate the ad text. Similarly, in here there's a prompt, and then we are passing in more details in here, the variables, and then the research product output that came out of this previous task. Same, we did generate something for video description as well, where we took again the same three inputs, and then we are trying to generate, pass it along to the video. So in the generate video, we have the ad text as well as the video description, and then I think we're just using video description in here. Video generation has a daily limit because generation is happening by VO. I actually don't know why I don't see the latest VO models in here as well. But yeah, I would love to see latest VO models in here as well. Then after that is done, it generates the ad campaign where it has the ad text as well as the video, and that's the video that you saw. So this is also interesting, where it has like a web page with auto layouts. What if I actually wanted it to save to Google Sheets, something that you can run in here and save it to Google Sheets, or slides? You can create your slides from here. So think of generating slides for your marketing campaign, or like if you are a salesperson and you go to a lot of different calls, you can build an app where you take in the input of the person that you're talking to and anything that you're trying to sell them, or why they should buy your product. And then actually this is a very good idea in here. You take the thing that you're trying to sell, you describe the person that you're selling to, then the rest of the steps remain mostly the same way. It researches the company that you're trying to sell to, you provided your docs somewhere in here, and it ends up generating the output of, where's the output? Right here. In the output, it generates the Google Slides. So you can just come in next day when you want to generate a new clip. You just start with here the same thing of like who's the person that you're talking to, and then what is the product that you're trying to sell and who's the target audience. So essentially, anybody can come in and start building their apps now. So this allows you to do those things. This is a very different example than what I just theorized you can build. But yeah, it allows you to quickly build these things. Now, how quickly does it allow you to build these things? That will depend a lot more on you knowing your processes. I feel like that's one of the biggest things that I've seen people do, where people don't know what are the things that they do on day-to-day basis. So that becomes the harder part of you trying to figure out how does the logic flow in here. And if you have this mapped out, very good, then you can just come in and start adding more things. So let's go in here. We added just our new user input. You can do an output in here. So let's just go back in here. Let's try to connect these two. How does this work? There we go. We connected. I like that they didn't have to like squiggly line. They just drop it anywhere in here. Some good UX improvements in here. Let's do a generate in between. So I don't think, actually this is a good question. Yeah, it didn't change its direction. So actually if I wanted to move this out here, how do I change this? Let's try to delete this. Up, right click or simple click? Right click to delete the selection, and then I can come in here and then I can pass this output over here. Okay, good enough. This is not writing any actual, like what if I wanted to say user input times 3. So since it's Flash, it might work. Times 3 times pi. Let's see what it does. And actually I don't know how it will even come to this part. So it actually automatically renamed this. This is nice. And then the output is user input and calculate the expression. That's what the prompt is. And let's actually try to play this. Can I actually play this? Let's just go in here, and this is one of the things that I'm very used to in coding, which I don't see it in here, is how do I comment this out? I just want to be able to disable these for now. I don't want to delete it, but let's just delete it and we'll come back to it. Okay, so now let's run our app, run from here. Actually, I guess we didn't have to do that. Let's just stop. I'm gonna undo, so we have our existing stuff in here, and then we can just run our app from here. Okay, so please provide an input 12. Okay. Oh, it just goes back down to there. Okay, that's why we didn't want it to happen. Okay, I'm just gonna stop this again here. Let's delete this. Okay, and let's go back in here to our user inputs. Start from beginning. Okay, 12 once again. 12 times 3 times pi. Let's see. It already did the first input. It does this 36 times pi. It didn't try to calculate the value of pi and use that to the output. I'll take it. This is good enough. But essentially, it seems like you can do some normal math calculations in here as well. But the bigger part in here is that users shouldn't have to think about it. Users should be able to just write their logic flow in some of these AI generated or AI assisted actions in here. So you have user input, we have both of these as generate, along with prompts, and then you can of course add assets in here. So you can upload files, text, drawing, YouTube videos and stuff like that. Yeah, so this actually ends up generating the results for you. Let's see what is in the console. Console is just the exact same thing. I actually wish, I don't know why this is not editable, but I wish it was. And I could just move the describe target audience up there. Maybe it's a bug on my machine right now. We saw themes as well. You can see what the output looks like. Let's try to read on this, refresh this. So themes are available. This was another thing that has been going on for a while, where the thought is that users should be able to generate, like the websites should be built for users when they come in, not just out of randomness, or somebody decides that this is what the website looks like and that's what the website looks like for everybody. If I am a person who's this is more my style, the website should look more like this. If this is more my style, the website should look like this. I think there's a bug right now. I'm selecting the one theme that I'm selecting, it's not using that theme. Let's do another randomized theme in here, and let's see what that outputs, and maybe that will fix this bug. But there's a bug in here if anybody from Opal team is watching. But yeah, this is very interesting in a sense that, oh wow, it does not have a lot of creativity right now. Maybe you might want to use a different model in here. Okay, so just go back in here. Looks like, of course, you can drag, drop, and build your own. You can generate some things, some of these directly. You can also use just this text to start editing these things. So let's add, I don't know, add another step, another user input for language that they want the ad to be in. Okay, so hopefully this adds a new input in here and passes it to either generate ad text and video description, or to all three of these research product as well. We shall see. So I'm assuming they did a lot of training upon generating this. So another thing that the person showed me there is you can take all the content in here. I think this is not editable right now because it's generating, but you can take all of this content right now, and it's a big JSON that you can copy paste somewhere else and have your own parser generate an output out of this. I would love to see, rather than using my own parser, Google gives me something that I can take it outside of this platform as well and build these apps anywhere else. But the amazing part here is this is your app logic. This is what distinguishes you from everybody else. Now everything else on top is this theming. Okay, nice, here it is. We have the results, we have the target audience, and let's see where is it passing. Yep, so it's passing it to generate ad text as well as video description. It's not passing it to research product because language doesn't have anything to do with language and that has nothing to do with researching the product. You can research the product in other languages as well, and maybe if you do want it, you can just do it as well. So now it's going to all three of these: research product, generate ad text, as well as video description. So language is being incorporated into generating your research product, or product research. Okay, yeah, so that's what Opal essentially is. I want to try out a few more apps and let's see how it works. Oh, this is the same app I was trying earlier. This is the part about sharing app. You can just publish this app right now. This is the complete app here. We go back, we are on app mode, and now you can come in and you can take this app and start remixing this app as you want. So editor, am I allowed to do that from here? Remix app. I wish I could just take this app from here and start remixing. I don't know why it's not here. Okay, moving on. This is the website version. What I would love to see, I haven't heard anything about this, but I would love to see is not only website. Like at this point, my whole logic is here. What does not matter is how I present to the user. You should be able to build, if this is the logic, we should be able to build not only a website but also an app, an Android app, an iOS app, a desktop app, whatever it ends up being. But it should be able to build, using these specifications, a complete app, especially considering we have theming in here as well, so you don't have to worry about the UX as well. Just take this whole thing, package into an app. So yeah, I hope they do something like this, but it would be nice to see. Let's see what else can it do based upon some of the examples that are in here. So music preference, it can generate the playlist, cover image, it can fetch songs in some of these generated. Oh, what is it doing? Seasoned expert, sonic experiences. It's gonna look for 5 songs, truly match the music preference. Search for those on YouTube. Is that what it's doing? It's generating a playlist, okay, and then passing those playlists to YouTube to fetch YouTube links. For each song, find a YouTube link for the song. So it's essentially doing a search for you and generating the playlist for you in the end. I thought it was generating music. Oh, my bad. It just says generated playlist. So let's actually look for it. Let's go with Backstreet Boys. Okay, so here we go. It's generated a playlist where it generated, I think, a few more variations of what the playlist should contain. Then it passes those to YouTube to generate, actually search the web to find some in here. On the other side, generated the cover image, made the cover image, and finally all the outputs are here. I like this visual builder where you can see like how the inputs are flowing and which step is the active one right now. You can also see the parallel steps as they were running. Now finally it's actually trying to use all this information. What is the step behind this? I can't edit it right now because it's trying to generate, but I wish I could move this around. So generate DJ intros, okay, and it's gonna build a playlist for us. Almost done, I hope, and then we should see a playlist. Let's go to something else. This is weather appropriate outfit for a specific occasion. So actually let's try this today. I'm in San Francisco and I'm going to a holiday party. Let's see. Start with weather to make sure outfit works in this occasion. Which city am I in? San Francisco. Okay, 3 more questions. Identify as male. Occasion, holiday party. What defines your style? Relaxed and comfy. There we go. Let's see what it comes out as. Okay, here we go. Millennium Heartthrob Mix. Very, very interesting. I want it that way. Everybody, of course. All of these are from Backstreet Boys, and all of these are available. But I wish that it actually, rather than giving me this, it actually created a YouTube playlist where rather than going to each ad, it would just give me one auto playable playlist, because I'm assuming if I click on this it's gonna go to a video. Yeah, on the left hand side I can see the YouTube video, watch video link versus playlist link. So that's good. I'm sure I can try editing this. Okay, so this is the remix part. You can try remixing this where it creates a copy of this app on your side, and then you can just try to say, I want a YouTube playlist that has all the songs that we added to our playlist. Now this, I'm assuming, most probably will fail. The reason most probably this will fail is because it does not have access to YouTube APIs right now, and I'm also sure that it can't really go into YouTube right now and click around to create this playlist. So since we don't have that, this step, whatever it ends up coming up with, will probably be either hallucinated or it will fail. And that's the part you have to still remember, is this can only do things as much as it's capable of. I actually remember seeing something more around doing the demo. Let's go back to our editor and try to see if we can add something interesting in here. Doesn't seem like we can add something interesting, but I would love to see some support for MCP servers in here, or any other ways for users to be able to not only connect to their existing things but external services as well. What happened in here? I tried to do something. I just don't know what is the new step, and I wish that was something that I could see in here as well. I know there's a history component somewhere, show version history. So what is the difference? Cover image, generate DJ intros, show history. What was at this point? Fetch YouTube links, generate DJ history. I don't think anything has changed. Oh well. Moving on. Okay. Fashion stylist. Oh, this is the clothing it recommended me. It is pretty on point. I just don't have whatever this thing is. Sweater I do. 5-pocket trouser, charcoal moleskin. That's very, very cozy. I don't think I'm going to be wearing the cashmere scarf, but everything else is on point. I might try that. Okay, book recommendations. This is interesting. I read a lot of books, so I'd love to see what it can do for me for a book recommendation. Looking for similar to interesting sci-fi, similar to Hydrogen Sonata. Let's see if it can find something. So Hydrogen Sonata is from Ian, if I'm remembering his name properly, but those are high sci-fi books. and I'm sure it can find some more. It's a fairly old book, and even if it just gave me the books in that series, I would be very happy. But yeah, you can create your own logic. Let's actually, this was the thing that I was most interested in. AI generated city builder. Let's start. The game location will be, of course, San Francisco. Okay, genre will be steampunk. Okay, let's see what it builds in San Francisco. Steampunk in San Francisco. It's gonna be already too foggy. It's gonna get foggier and foggier. Okay, generating recommendations. Don't know what's happening. Get locations. Still take. Oh, I said don't know what's happening, but we know exactly what's happening because it can show us which step it is on. So it's like getting location data, generating game concepts at this point right here. Let's see. Generating video instructions. Okay. So it's not gonna generate a game for us. It's just generating a game video for us. I don't understand why we have a game image and video as two different things that are being generated. But since we use the same prompt, I'm assuming or I'm hoping that the images don't look very different from the actual game video, but we shall see. Okay, Galactic Codex, of course, the player of games, Revelation Space. Uh, oh, this is a good one, Fire Upon the Deep. This was pretty good. Um, and then Children of Time, curated by an AI developer in 2024. I think they need to change this at least. Um, but yeah, this is actually pretty good. I don't know what is happening with the UI in here on why it's like trying to show all the numbers up there. Um, but yeah, this is based upon the research that it did somewhere in here, I'm assuming. Generate book recommendations. This is where it did look for book description, attention to genre, found more books. Uh, where did it find the book? Yeah, right here we go. It searched the web to find more books. It did good job. It didn't do a really good job at like what it looks like. This website. This is not my taste, but then again, you can go in remix, click on the theme. Once the remixing part is done, remixing is, I'm assuming, as simple as just copy pasting the content code of the JSON code in here. So I would love to see what else it can. We are testing their themes today. Okay, let's see in here what happens. Oh, very interesting. This I like, but this is actually the opposite side of the San Francisco. Yeah, because this is supposed to be Hawk Hill Bridge on this side, and that's San Francisco over there, and that's the tower that we have. Forgot the name of the tower. So this is actually not San Francisco. It got the location wrong, but it got the steampunk theme pretty right. And though I don't know what is happening with this one, it's going straight for the bridge. Um, yeah, this looks pretty good. I do like the lot of steam happening coming from all of these trains that we have. And ferry building, oh my god, it just changed the geography of SF. Sausalito is now SF. Oh, let's see the trailer. Okay, here's the trailer. This one is San Francisco from this side, because that's where the image is from. The video is on this side. Oh wow, I like the spider Monica in there. Nice. This is pretty good. Okay, I would play this game. If somebody's building this, please let me know. Other than that, I feel like just give it a try. Try to build something from this. The thing that I'm very curious about is how easy or hard it is for people to, like, this is one of the problems that I know that exist, is people don't know what their workflow looks like. So what I'm curious about is, can you just use the natural language in here to start building and explaining your steps to the AI, and it can actually start using those? The second is the limitation on existing or external APIs that you could use. I wish that was different, and rather than just adding assets in here, I could also like connect to my local machine. Browsers have the capability right now to connect to my local machine and like pull things from my local assets. Now, rather than me uploading a file in here, it can automatically do a file search on my machine. Uh, Maybe MCP servers are the answer, maybe something else is the answer for that. And then finally, the build outputs. This is the logic for my app. I would love to see build outputs to be more than just the website. That's me. That's all. Give it a try. Let me know how it goes. And if you build something amazing, please share it with me. I would love to play around with it and see how it goes. Anyway, thank you so much, and I'll leave you with this video. This is amazing. Thank you. See ya.